This is today's edition of Frontier Opening Bell, Tuesday, the 21st of December. I am Bosin Amofaye. Let's make a quick run through to the market street and see how the five major exchanges will cover for you on the daily basis. Finished off on the first trading day of the week. Nigeria's stock market ate 0.1% as we saw the shares of FBN Holdings and Dangote Cement in the green territory starting the new week. The BRVM got a bigger size of 0.42%. The Ghana Stock Exchange also finished off about 27 basis points in the positive territory on Monday. Then you've got the EGX in the Egyptian market starting the second trading day, which is Monday, about 0.75% in the negative territory. The Nairobi Bourse went up nearly 30 basis points, and the South African GSE fell very sharply. The entire Southern African market were in negative territory on Monday. The GSE fell 1.57% in line with the rest of the emerging markets because of the fears and concerns about the spread of Omicron variant and how economies and countries are beginning to react with restrictions and most likely lockdowns in some of the major economies in the Western Hemisphere. Okay, let's look into the East African markets with some of the stories. Kenya's trade deficit widened to about 1.11 trillion shillings as imports continue to rise. In the meantime, the Capital Market Authority says it's looking for powers to vet directors and CEOs of listed companies. Then, of course, Kabasi says it's still planning to buy the BOC gases of Kenya for 1.2 billion shillings. A similar transactions from BOC Gases Nigeria has been completed, exiting about 60% of BOC Gases of United Kingdom in the Nigerian unit of the BOC Gases now into a wholly owned Nigerian entity. Then you've got KenGen, which is Kenya's power generating company, says its operations in Ethiopia has fetched the power company 4 times up to 1.7 billion shillings for the year 2021. And Tanzania is looking to double its shareholding in Williamson Diamonds by the first half of 2022. A forward-looking story there for you. Here in West Africa, the World Economic Forum yesterday announced, of course, that it's postponing the Davos 2022 scheduled to happen in January next year on the back of the Omicron variant. The World Economic Forum says yesterday in a statement that the health of the participants estimated at 3,000 is primary. So what will happen January 17 to 21st will be an online, what's called a virtual meetings of heads of government around the world to discuss some of the biggest issues facing the global community as we speak. So the Davos 2022 is now being postponed. Now, the shares of FBN Holdings went up in about 1.6% on Monday to start the new week after we've seen 3 chairmen of the company this year on the back of restructuring and interventions by the central bank, the financial regulator, and of course the latest on the basis of a new majority shareholding in FBN Holdings, the financial services group by Nigeria's businessman and billionaire Femi Otedola. Ronchas Global is listed on the Nigerian exchange and is targeting 7.3 billion naira turnover as a indigenous construction company for next year, listed a few days ago on the growth board of the NGX Limited. In the meantime, Heritage Bank, which is an unlisted commercial lender, says it's disbursing 41 billion of the central bank money to wheat farmers in Nigeria. Then investment bank AMC is selling down its own subsidiary to private equity firm Zebo. Okay, let's check with the Southern African market. Of course, President Ramaphosa is back in office after being treated for the virus pandemic after self-isolation. But a fresh wave of delisting that is happening on the GSE could wipe 40 billion rand off the value of the GSE, which is Africa's largest securities exchange. In the meantime, Eskom says it's separating its transmission division as part of the restructuring plan that the utility giant is doing in South Africa to make it more efficient and more effective. And NAMPAC of Zimbabwe says it's delaying the listing of its full year results. Now will happen in January 2022. Namibia has just secured from Germany about 334.7 million Namibian dollars to improve its power plants, while Rwanda Air is looking to resume flights to Southern African region by December the 23rd. That's on Thursday this week. Okay, let's look at the Northern African market, where the IMF says Egypt is expected to return to pre-crisis primary surplus of 2% in its full year 2022-2023. The e-commerce markets in Egypt, North Africa's largest economy, is now about 80 billion Egyptian pounds. That's for full year 2021 report. And IDH is looking to buy 50% indirect stake in Pakistani's IDC for $73.3 million, while Libya's National Oil Corporation has declared a force majeure of oil exports from 2 of its terminals. And finally, Fitch Ratings holds reaffirmed Morocco's BB plus credit rating and says the outlook on the North Africa's economy is not negative, but stable. And that's about it for today on Your Frontier Opening Bell. Remember, you can go online and check through at www.frontierafricareports.com on our website. You can see this show, you can watch it again and other shows on our YouTube at Frontier Africa Reports. Remember to subscribe, it is free. And you can follow us on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and other social media platforms, as well as Instagram. I'll see you next time. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.